Hey, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, and today we need to have a little talk. This is going out to all the parents and all the YouTubers. If you're creating content, or if you have your child going through YouTube for entertainment, bless you. Bless your heart. Now, we're all artists, and sometimes we put out stuff that isn't made for all parties. Sometimes we use source material that isn't aimed at our target audience. And one thing that's happening quite a bit is the Peppa Pig videos. There are quite a few Peppa Pig videos that, well, they're not good. They're not made for kids. And we got kids that are on YouTube Kids viewing monetized videos that include things that they shouldn't be watching. Ultimately, it's a murder kind of thing, assaults, stuff like that. Which, hey, if I'm just watching, I find some of this stuff kind of funny a lot of the times. I do generally get a kick out of it. But the unfortunate part comes, I'm also a father, and I don't want my kids watching this kind of stuff. So, if you as a YouTube content creator want to make this stuff, remember, please remember that you owe it to yourself, you owe it to everybody to make sure that you say that it's not for kids. There's ways of doing this as you post your video. There are ways to age restrict it, and that way it's not going to show up on YouTube Kids. Now, YouTube is getting their butt kicked right now. If you're listening to the news, if you're listening to the media, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right now, the BBC, along with other news organizations, are kind of calling YouTube out. I really think YouTube's gotten good enough that it's in the public eye, and people at the cable companies are actually starting to notice. I think there's a lot of media, other kinds of media creators out there who know that YouTube is going somewhere, and they're calling them on it. I think the first time he really got called on it was when Keemstar was doing his dumb stuff, and all of a sudden we have content that can't be monetized. Now we got to watch out for this stuff. If we keep doing this stuff as creators, not only are we going to mess with some poor kid's head, but we're also going to shoot ourselves in the foot. YouTube is part of us if you're making money off of us, off of it, off of the people out there. And if you screw it up, you're screwing it up for other content creators too. So really, don't do that. YouTube is like the Robin Hood going against the evil corporation. Let's face it, right now YouTube is a force of good compared to a lot of the other companies out there providing internet, phone, and television and charging an exorbitant amount while giving very poor customer service. And that's got to change. And they're slowly starting to wake up and learn that. But it's going to be about another 2 or 3 decades before we actually get them on the rock. So we got to be careful of what we're doing here, guys. Also, we got kids. We got kids. And kids are the ones that are going to be into this stuff the most. And if we keep posting crazy stuff, parents aren't going to let their kids watch it. I'll let my kids watch it. I'll monitor what they're watching, and you should also monitor what your kids are watching. You should be there. You should see what they're seeing. But unfortunately, YouTube Kids isn't doing too good because we got too many crazy bastards out there that are posting really crazy stuff, like frozen stuff that they really shouldn't be posting. You know if the stuff you're posting should be on YouPorn or if it should be on YouTube. And just think about that, guys. And be careful. If you got kids online, if you got kids checking out the net, make sure you monitor them. Make sure you watch them. Because YouTube can only do so much. They're doing a lot more. We're getting all kinds more restrictions, all kinds more rules. I'm sure you already know the monetization thing. Last Sunday, they kicked in a whole new bunch of rules for monetization. YouTube is losing people. YouTube is losing people who create advertisements. I believe they've lost Sprint, they've lost McDonald's, they've lost Starbucks, they've lost Ford, they've lost a whole lot of top liners now. Apparently this isn't going to hurt them in the long run. But we as creators owe it to YouTube, especially if we're getting money off of it, to make sure that the site isn't a piece of junk. So, just make your content. Do what you gotta do. But don't mess with YouTube. Come on, it's how a lot of us make our money. Anyways, be careful. Make sure you monitor what your kids are watching, and don't put dumb shit with. Don't edit children's videos and then re-upload it as if it's for children. That's just sad, man. Come on. Anyways, that's it for me. Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Have a good one, guys.